This is only take 3. But this needs color, and I've got the solution, and it's going to be very subtle but beautiful, in my opinion. And so I'll show you how it's going to look. There's going to be a lot of green, a little bit of white, and pinks. So we're going to go around back. I'll show you my inspiration, and I'll show you the plants. I've got a couple boxes planted, or the inserts planted. We'll plant one together, and then we'll see the final project when it's done. We'll go on back. So here was my inspiration. I've carried it with me so many places.
Yeah,
And
a little ragged.
it's a little ragged, but it just takes an inspiration. And so you can see there's boxwoods in there. So these are, the centerpiece will be the winter gem, I think is what these are. No, excuse me, green velvet boxwoods. And I've already got 2 planted up, and I think they're going to look gorgeous on the front of the house. These were the plantings that I'm putting in with the boxwood are my Maverick apple blossom geraniums, which I started from seed, and
they really took off.
They took off, and they look gorgeous. Behind it will be your, it's called the Perfectly Pink Angel Face Angelonia, and I've never ever planted these or used
I
these.
picked those out.
Yes, and
Good
I love the deep purple for many of the deep centers, and they have such interesting little faces to them. Get close, look at those little faces. And those they can get, if they're probably not in a box like this, they can get up to 18 to 30 inches tall and 14 inches wide, which I'm hoping they get that tall, because they'll be taller than the boxwood. In front is your euphorbia for that little bit of white softness. And the euphorbia, and all of these can take full sun. Your euphorbia will get every bit of 12 to 18 inches tall and 12 inches wide. So it'll just get real fluffy. It'll hopefully mound in here. The Angelonia will get tall, and the geranium will stay nice and pink, and this will fill in through here. The centerpiece, of course, your boxwood. And my boxwoods, I'm hoping I can get several seasons out of those, that they will stay in the boxes for fall interest, winter interest. In front of it will be this English ivy, which it too can take below 0 weather up to, what was it? It can go to 30 below. So these will stay in the boxes. This will get every bit of 30 inches tall, 12 inches wide. And I love the variegation. I think it's going to add a lot of color. On the end, of course, there'll be another angel face, Angelonia, and then our pretty, pretty verbena. I'm trying verbena in the boxes because last year I got, with my petunias, we had aphid problems. But this beautiful, it's called Violet Blue Verbena. It gets every bit of 10 to 10 inches tall to 20 to 26 inches wide. So I'm hoping it just mounds over the front and encroaches on the planter beside it. And so those are the plants. And what I use, I'm just using Miracle-Gro potting soil in the pots. And it's just this easy. What I'll do also with my plants, I always, every 2 weeks, I will fertilize with my, I use Miracle-Gro fertilizer in my pots, tablespoon and a half in a gallon jug of water, which comes from my pots here. And what I'm going to do, I'll put a layer of soil down first, right here. It's not a hard process. I always will put my centerpiece, which is the boxwood. It's going to go in first. I've gone through, taken off any of the extra root it was pretty compacted down there. My prettiest side is right here. It's going to go in the center, and I'm going to put a little biotone around it because I want its roots to take off since it's going to be in there for a while. So it's going to put there. And now I'm going to fill around it first with some soil. I want it to really, this is why I do things outside, because I'm messy. And now I'm going to work from the outside in. It took me a while to figure out how I want this to look in my big, broad order. I want to make certain I have a geranium at the end. So I had to figure that all out. So I've done it ahead of time. If you're as particular as I am, I tend to be a little too particular. So let's get my geranium in next. And I can't believe I planted these, gosh, early in January. And I've been nurturing them for months. And I'm ready and they're ready to come out of the box. Get that in. Angel Face Angelonia. Next. Beautiful. And when I'm doing a box like this, I do go through, take out some of the soil from the bottom to make it fit in there a little better. And place this to the back. Just like that. And this is going to get up to 18 to 30 inches, I think. And then this little diamond snow euphorbia. That's going to add that softness to the front and around the plants. And I like to put this in a little bit at an angle to get it started. It just really softens it. On the other side, it's a repeat for some balance. At least this is how I like to plant. And everyone has their own inspiration. And I've only had my front window box for several years, and I've loved it. It gives me an eye to be creative with plants. It makes me think. And I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I do, but I do. English ivy's going in. And what I like about the English ivy, like the boxwood, they might be able to stay in. I'm going to put this. Yeah. I think I'll do it this way. Get that in there. The last thing going in is my verbena. And I've never used, I think I used verbena last year in one and loved it at the end of season because my petunias didn't do so well. So we're trying something new. It's always fun. Put this right on the corner. And that is it. And what I like is my last box is going to look like this. And this is important to me. I want the last box to end up with a geranium on the end like the first one started. Do you guys worry about that kind of stuff? It's balanced for me. So I'm going to go ahead, finish potting these up and get them to the front of the house, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. Guys, I've got them all up here. They've been watered in. And oh my, I can't imagine what the color is going to look like in a month from now. It's just the anticipation of it all. I love it. I'm thankful for my inspiration. And I always keep jugs of water up here for my rain barrel rather than to drag a hose. But that's my project for the day, and I'm so pleased. Love it. The boxwoods, the ivy.
Well, you know, it's your project for the day, but you spent weeks
Yeah,
planning and taking notes. And, oh,
I
gosh.
know. At the garden center, when I was by the Angelonia, the woman says, "Oh, you have a picture and a notepad?" I said, "Yeah, I don't know anything about this plant, but we're going to try it." And, she goes, "Well, I'm going to get one." I said, "No, get two." Her husband said, "Yeah, two's better than one." But anyhow, it's always fun. I'm so pleased. And we'll keep you updated. In 4 weeks, it's going to even look better. I can't imagine, but I love it. And Reggie, thank you for building these window boxes however long ago. See, things like this bother me, but no one else. That little bit of drip where I watered it. That's it. Gardening on the West Fork, getting the first summer planter annual box planted with some perennials. We'll see you the next time. Thanks for watching.